Lee of Huntsville 55-0.
That's a big win for Gadsden.
Well, we know Lee's not great, but Gadsden just keeps putting wins together.
Got a call.
We got a call. Welcome to the fifth quarter. Who's calling?
This is Coach Bill Smith of the Donahoe School.
Coach Bill Smith with the Donahoe Falcons. Coach, huge win last night, 33-14 over Fayetteville. Just tell us a little bit about you guys and how they played, Coach.
Well, we had three objectives going into the game, and that was to be more physical, win the battle of physicality, offense to possess the ball, get first downs, and for our defense to take the ball and be more physical. So that we were able to accomplish those, and we were excited about the win. It was a big win.
Well, Coach, it's no surprise to anybody that keeps up with high school football in this area. One, y'all have played a really difficult schedule, but I think if you look at y'all's team from last year to this year, y'all have improved immensely. And the back half of your schedule actually sets up for you to compete and have a chance to win more football games this year.
Well, that's what we talked about last Sunday. We talked about at Chandler. I've got a relay, and it's really hard for Coach ADD to keep his thoughts.
Hey, you're good on our end, so do your best, Coach. Like, you sound great on our end.
But we talked about that last Sunday, how that the first part of our schedule was very difficult, and Coach Thatcher's a good friend of mine, but he didn't do us a favor.
He did not. I've talked about that all year, Coach.
And so, we had to get that game. We had to get that win going into our bye week. And so it sets up, we've got everything in front of us. And I said, guys, how would it feel to win 4 in a row, to finish 5-5, and go into the playoffs?
Coach, if you did that,
I feel pretty good, Coach.
If you did that, if y'all could figure out a way to do that, Coach, I know you don't care about self-accolades, but you would have to be up for Coach of the Year somewhere, somehow. That would be an unbelievable achievement by you and the Donahoe Falcons. And Coach, your coaching staff's doing a really good job. You got a young coaching staff. Marshall Clark's doing your defense, and familiar with him. He was the Fox 6 Defensive Player of the Year his senior year and played at Jacksonville State. How's he doing? How is he getting acclimated to the coaching life?
Oh, he hasn't changed one bit. He's 90 miles an hour, and the kids love him, and he's doing a great job. And I've got Carl Harris and Denzel Roberts.
Both of those guys do a really good job too.
They do a good job, and I'm so excited to have a good staff that loves the kids.
That's what it's all about.
About football, but also about the kids.
No doubt about it, Coach. That's what it's all about. Well, hey, Coach, we appreciate you calling, and congratulations. Y'all keep getting better. We're noticing it, and I know the area's noticing it. Like I said, your schedule's going to set up really for you to have a chance to compete in these last games. So, Coach, y'all keep working, keep getting better. Coach, I appreciate you calling in.
Coach Tyree, I appreciate you anytime.
Okay, Coach, I appreciate you, Coach, and thanks for all you've done for me in my life as well.
Go Falcons, Coach.
All right. See you, my brother.
See you, man.
Bye-bye.
See you,
Bye.
Coach. All right, some more finals that we have. Thanks to Coach Bill Smith for calling in with the Donahoe Falcons, the victorious Donahoe Falcons on a Thursday night game, 33-14.
Big win.
Put it together on the road. Big win for them. And like I said, their schedule really sets up for them to have a chance to compete. And they've already won more games than they've won in the past. I got Brian Beecham trying to call me from the White Plains Wildcats. He calls me every week, let me know that they won. The Beecham twins are the biggest White Plains supporters there are out there, and they love White Plains, and just thankful for what they do for White Plains. And hey, we got another phone call. Welcome into the fifth quarter. Who's calling?
Hey, this is Tim from Raglan.
What's going on, man?
Not much. Big win for the Raglan Purple Devils, 20-7 over the Valley Head Tigers.
So Raglan did beat Valley Head?
Yeah, 20-7.
20-7.
That's official. You heard it here. 20-7 Raglan over Valley Head.
Yes, sir. And Appalachian got beat by Spring Garden 46-21.
Hey, let me ask you this, Tim. You obviously are a big Raglan supporter. You call in every week. What has been the change with Raglan over the last few weeks?
I guess they have come together as a team. I guess they
Big
just,
win.
That's a huge win.
guess they just finally woke up and started playing ball.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, that's a big win tonight.
Different team.
Yeah, that win tonight shocks a lot of people in our area. I mean, I would say 90% of the people thought Valley Head would win that game hands down. And Raglan, was it at Raglan?
It was at Raglan.
Yeah, so it was at Raglan. Raglan gets a win at home. That's a big victory for Raglan. Yeah, I mean, a big victory for them to hang their hat on.
I appreciate that. We have not seen that final. I hadn't even seen a score update on that. That's going to be a big one. Raglan goes from looking just not
dismal,
dismal to now having a chance to get into the playoffs. That's an unbelievable job by the Raglan Purple Devils. Tim, I think you calling to the show's got something to do with it.
I believe it does.
I think so. You keep calling, Tim, because they keep winning when you call.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a great weekend.
All right, you too. We appreciate you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, we're going to go to a break. Remember, the number to call, 256-238-1450, 256-238-1450. Still looking for the I need the stamp of approval on that Alexandria Hoax Bluff score to come in. We'll be right back on the fifth quarter.
Come out and check out the Alabama Tractor difference. We can take care of all your needs, parts, sales, and service for RTVs, zero turns, and tractors and construction equipment. See us here in Lincoln at 620 Speedway Industrial Drive. Or come visit us here in Asheville at 275 6th Avenue, or give us a call at 205-594-7000.
Discover a world of cool at Cosmic Debris in downtown Gadsden. Whether you're searching for smoking accessories, funky t-shirts, or hippie clothing, we've got it all. Explore our unique jewelry, immerse yourself in the scents of our incense, and dive into our collection of new and used vinyl, CDs, and DVDs. From the groovy to the eclectic, Cosmic Debris has everything funky and cool. Visit us today and step into a world of cool at Cosmic Debris.
Serving Calhoun County and the state of Alabama since 1994. Locally owned and operated, offering some of the most competitive interest rates in the mortgage industry, along with a wide variety of mortgage products. We are with you throughout the home buying process, offering you service before and after the close. Fast, reliable, local.
And you remember, if you need a home loan, call my daddy.
Discover why Hungry Hut Barbecue has been Etowah County's go-to for mouth-watering barbecue for 40 years. If you're not in the mood for barbecue, try our very popular chicken finger plate with fried green tomatoes of our famous fried pickles. And don't forget about our drive-thru. Come down to Hungry Hut's Barbecue today.
At Bentley Prosthetic and Medical Supply, we care about you. We offer custom prosthetics, orthotics, diabetic shoes, and durable medical supplies. We're located here in Alexandria, Alabama, where it's a country feel, but professional care. Come see us today.
At Southern States Bank, we pride ourselves on being your bank. We're your neighbors and involved in the community. We're the bank featuring the Southern Rewards checking account, a cashback account with no ATM fees. We are on the cutting edge and always have a smiling face to help you out. So come to Southern States Bank, where we are committed to great service and being a great neighbor. Let us be the bank for you and your business.
Come out and check out the Alabama Tractor difference. We can take care of all your needs of parts, sales, and service for RTVs, zero turns, and tractors and construction equipment. See us here in Lincoln at 620 Speedway Industrial Drive. Or come visit us here in Asheville at 275 6th Avenue, or give us a call at 205-594-7000.
Great food, drinks, and entertainment meets. Located on Highway 202 in Anniston.
Welcome back to the fifth quarter. We got a phone call on the line. We're going to go straight to that. Welcome to the fifth quarter. Who's calling?
Yeah, this is a guy from Alexandria Valley Cove.
Hey, what's going on?
28 to 27.
And you can confirm that that is correct.
Yes, I just came from the game.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. Tell us about the game.
Well, we were losing, and then come back, made a touchdown and extra point. So it was a good game.
That's an unbelievable game and a huge win for Alexandria.
Huge win.
Yeah, and you know that's their first loss.
Yeah, that's Hoax Bus' first loss of the year.
Exactly right. Hey, we got somebody else on the line. Well, hold on. Go ahead and say what you was going to say.
Next week, we got Asheville. It's homecoming.
Another chance for a big win next week.
I hope so. All righty.
Hey, we appreciate it. Thank you for your call.
For calling.
Welcome to the fifth quarter. Who's calling? Welcome to the fifth quarter. Who's calling? We lost it. Call back. So some more finals. Let me go through these scores while we have a minute. Oh, we're on the phone call. Welcome to the fifth quarter. Who's calling? Welcome to
my football team is the Cleveland Tigers and Oxford Yellow Jackets.
Your favorite teams are the Cleveland County Tigers and the Oxford Yellow Jackets?
Yes.
Well, Oxford got a big win tonight. Cleveland County, I think they fell short against Tallahassee. The last score I saw was 35-0. Can you update us on those scores?
No.
Yeah. That's okay. We'll get them. You keep listening. We'll get them for you. How about that?
Okay, that'd be fine.
We appreciate you calling in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Some more scores that we do have. Talladega 28, Mumford 14 on Thursday night. Beulah 43, BB Comer 40 on Thursday night. Lochapoka 58, Central Coosa 14. Donahoe, we heard from Coach Bill Smith earlier. Donahoe 33, Fayetteville 14 on a Thursday night. A huge win for the Donahoe Falcons and also a huge win for Talladega in that cross-county rivalry. Spring Garden beats Appalachian tonight 46-21. Raglan beats Valley Head, and we got that from Tim from Raglan, so we appreciate that update. 20-7 tonight. That is a huge win for Raglan. Coosa Christian 43-0 over Cleveland. Glencoe is defeated tonight by previously had no wins on the year. Winless. That was the word I was looking for. Defeated. Weaver Bearcats, they defeat Glencoe tonight 42-20. A huge win for Coach Ken Kofer and the Weaver Bearcats. Piedmont beats Locust Fort tonight in a battle of unbeatens in Class 3A, 61-14. Westbrook Christian beats Ohatchee tonight in another big matchup in that Class 3A region, 48-27. Fife beats Sylvania tonight, 49-17. Cherokee County beats Anniston tonight 14-0. Etowah beats Aniana tonight 42-6. White Plains beats Asheville tonight on the road 24-20 to win 2 straight. for the White Plains Wildcats. Boaz gets back in the win column this week with a big win over Sardis 35-14. Arab with a big 5A region win over Douglas 42-7. Jacksonville with a must-win game to snap that 4-game losing streak tonight, 44-14 over Springville. Scottsboro defeats Brewer 40-7 to set up a huge matchup with the number 1 team in Class 5A, Gunnersville, next week. That is going to be a huge ball game. Scottsboro at Gunnersville next Friday night. Valley beats Sylacauga by a score 26-7. Fort Payne beats Buckhorn 42-7. Gadsden City beats Lee of Huntsville 55-0. Gadsden City now 5-1 on the year. Clay Chalkville in a huge Class 6A matchup tonight. They hold on to beat Mountain Brook by a score of 21-14. Oxford beats Pell City by a score of 27-0. Southside beats May Jemison by a score of 27-6, and we're still waiting on a final from Gunnersville and Grissom. Gunnersville was big earlier. That is some of your finals. We heard that the final in the Cedar Bluff Pleasant Valley game was 20-19. Still waiting on confirmation for that. You got anything else for us, Buckethead?
No, I'm still shocked that, hey, congratulations to the Valley Cubs. We always talk about how tough it is to go to the Valley Cubs and play.
It's tough to go to Death Valley.
And you're not going to Death Valley.
And if you let them hang around, it turns into more of Death Valley. And anytime you let them hang around, they start believing they can win. All right, they got again on the sidelines. They've won a lot of ball games under Larry again. They're starting to win a lot of ball games under Todd again. A huge win tonight over previously unbeaten Hokes Bluff, a Hokes Bluff team that looked really, really good throughout the year.
And here's the thing. I was putting Hokes Bluff and Cherokee County in the top 2 seats in this region. So now Alexandria is playing their way back in. I know they had an early loss to Anniston, but they're playing their way back in for a home playoff game.
Somebody asked, do I knew the Moody score? The last I saw, Moody was up 36-12. North Jackson beats Madison Academy 18-12. Thank you, Jeremiah Matthews, for that update. Sam Hollingsworth confirms again, Alexandria 28, Hokes Bluff 27. That is huge for them. Boaz beats Sardis 35-14. Like I said, Clay Chalkville beats Mountain Brook by a score of 21-14. T.R. Miller huge tonight over Cottage Hill, 48-7. Scottsboro 40-7 over Brewer. That's going to be a huge matchup next week at Gunnersville between Scottsboro and Gunnersville.
I agree. Did I hear you say you had the final on Cedar Bluff and Pleasant?
Jacob Grady sent in 30 minutes ago that the score, the final, 20-19. Still waiting for confirmation on that, but Jacob Grady says 20-19 Pleasant Valley over Cedar Bluff. That would be 2 weeks in a row that Pleasant Valley has figured out a way to win the Nail Biters.
That's a big, they trailed most of that game to Cedar Bluff. So that's a big comeback win for the Pleasant Valley.
Oh, no doubt about it. Terry Mason texted in, Winterboro big tonight over Victory Christian 46-14. That's a big win. Victory Christian came into this ball game at 3-1. Winterboro at 4-1. 46-14. Winterboro over Victory Christian. Thank you, Coach Terry Mason, for that update there. That's a huge win for Coach Skylar Mansfield and the Winterboro Bulldogs tonight over a much improved Victory Christian team.
Yeah, we were looking for that score. That score shocks me a little bit, but it doesn't, because I know Winterboro puts it together, they got a really good football team.
Yeah. Wicksburg beats Prattville Christian tonight 17-14. Thank you, John Ray, for that comment, letting us know that score. Hey, we still need, let me tell you what we need. We need Woodland and Wadley. I know Wadley was up big earlier. We just said Pleasant Valley 20.
Hold on. I think we got the final on Woodland.
Well, you got to tell somebody. I'm over here trying to read stuff off and talk. And you over there supposed to be working, supposed to be getting me stuff. I'm waiting on you.
Right here, final. I just clicked on it, so hold on. Its final was 49-14, big, Wadley over Woodland.
49-14, Wadley big over Woodland. We said Pleasant Valley over Cedar Bluff 20-19. Coosa Christian big over Cleveland 43-0. Still waiting on a final from Cold Springs at West End. Waiting on a final Gaston at Section. I said that one earlier. I can't remember what it was. Gaston with a big win.
Big win.
Tonight. I need to go back and find that one. If you find that one while I'm talking, please call out
here,
that score.
It's 42-28 Gaston over Section.
That was a huge win tonight for the Gaston Bulldogs. Pisgah at Sandrock. Pisgah was up big earlier, still looking for a final there. Ranburne at Horseshoe Bend. Collinsville at Geraldine. That was a game that Geraldine led by a lot, still looking for a final score there. Like I said, Weaver beats Glencoe tonight by a score 42-20. Piedmont all over Locust Fort tonight, 61-14. That was a game we thought was going to be close coming in, and Piedmont kind of from start to finish controlled the ball game.
Controlled the ball game. I think they had a great game plan. Not saying that Locust Fort is has one player, but you stop Dino, you've done something against Locust Fort.
Jeremiah Matthews gave us the final for the Gunnersville Grissom. That score 56-13. Gunnersville defeats Grissom tonight. Thank you for that score update as well, Jeremiah Matthews.
We don't have a final on that Geraldine-Collinsville game, but, Collinsville and Geraldine was going back and forth the whole game, and Collinsville was up, but Geraldine has opened that up late. We haven't got a final on it, but I know that Geraldine opened that game up late.
Yeah. I need you to go back and the screen. I think you clicked off of our screen or something. We're back on now, so don't touch anything else. We are back on. Technical difficulties for a second on our TV end. We got that fixed, though. Moody at Center Point, last I saw, was 36-12 in that big 5A region matchup there. But Garnersville, like I said, 56-13 over Grissom tonight. Listen, the number to call, 256-238-1450, 256-238-1450. Still waiting on Coach Damian Dorsey from the Talladega Tigers to call in, and we will get him in just a second. Going through the scores again, am I missing anything that we need right now in the scores?
I can't look and see. I have to look at break. I know we're missing like 6 games.
46-21, Spring Garden beats Appalachian tonight. Spring Garden now 7-0 on the year. They are absolutely rolling.
I agree.
Yeah. Bradley Beecham, I talked about the Beechams earlier. He wants us to know that White Plains wins 24-20 over Asheville. So.
That's a big win for White Plains, and like I said, they had 2 huge stops late in the game to solidify that victory. I mean, that was a back and forth game the whole game. And that was must wins for both of them programs as well.
All right, let me tell you what, if we've got any updated finals right here. Randolph County is defeated tonight by Glenwood by a score of 68-40 in that game. Still looking for a final. Hadn't got an updated final in the Leeds St. Clair County game. Would love to get an update on that. Last we saw 56-42, Leeds winning against St. Clair County in that one. Geraldine was up 41-20 over Collinsville. Like I said, Moody over Center Point 36-12 in the last that we saw. Some more finals that we have. Gadsden City beats Lee 55-0. Weaver beats Glencoe 42-20. JB Pennington closes out the game and defeats the Sachs Wildcats by a score of 42-14. Jacksonville, you heard it right here on 95.1 The Mountain, 44-14 over Springville. Anniston is defeated tonight by Cherokee County by a score of 14-0. That defense for Cherokee County has been absolutely suffocating the last 2 weeks.
It has been, but I will say this: that defense for the Bulldogs tonight had to be pretty good because Cherokee County's been putting up a lot of points. So I feel like that defense for Anniston tonight. But we've talked about Anniston's defense all year.
Yeah,
but Host Bluff put some cracks in that defense. They found some cracks in that defense.
I think in that game you can kind of see Anniston didn't play as well. Hoax Bluff played about as well as they could play in that football game. And then against Alexandria, Anniston played as well as they could play. We got a phone call. We're going to go to the line. Welcome to the 5th quarter. Who's calling?
This was a Childersburg today.
Are you looking for a Childersburg update? Is that what you said?
Yes.
We do not have an update on Childersburg right now. If we get an update, we will let you know.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, thanks for calling in. Appreciate you.
Uh-huh.
All right, we are back off the screen. If you're listening to us or watching us on the TV end, we apologize for having technical difficulties on that. It continues to kick us off. We're back up, but we will get that fixed as soon as possible, and may not get it fixed, but we're gonna try. Coosa Christian big over Cleveland tonight, 43-0. Southside 27-6 over Mae Jemison. Keeps updating on me right here on what I'm looking at. Alexandria, probably the biggest win of the night, probably a nominee for Team of the Week. Alexandria 28-27 over Hoax Bluff. White Plains 24-20 over Asheville. Oxford Yellow Jackets defeat Pell City tonight 27-0. But I thought Pell City came in defensively especially and played extremely hard.
I think they played extremely hard, but I also think Oxford was self-imploded a little bit as well on offense.
Yeah, I think they started really slow and made some mistakes that they hadn't been making. But, hey, good teams find a way to win when they don't play their best. They found a way to win tonight 27-0. Westbrook Christian in a big game. You saw it right here if you're watching us on TV 24 Game of the Week, 48-27 over Ohatchee tonight in a game that was really close, and Ohatchee actually led for a good part of the ball game. Westbrook Christian just kept pounding the football, ball control, and ended up running away with that game a little bit.
Yeah, I thought we've talked about Ohatchee's defense all year. They can put up points with anybody. The problem is, can they stop?
But they played well defensively all the way to the fourth quarter. We got a phone call. Welcome into the fifth quarter. Who's calling? Welcome to the fifth quarter. Who's calling?
Coach Dorsey.
Hey, what's up, Coach Dorsey? Hey, man, we appreciate you calling in. Last night, big win over Mumford in a cross-county rivalry, 28-14. Just tell us a little bit about how you guys played.
Well, very proud of the kids. They played awesome, and we're just ecstatic about where we headed.
Coach, we're talking about a Talladega program that hadn't won in over 2 years, and now you stack 2 wins back-to-back. Just talk about how your kids are believing right now.
They're putting in the work, and that's our motto. 3 words, do your job.
Well, Coach, they're definitely doing their job the past 2 weeks.
So is Coach.
Yeah, so is Coach. But, hey, Coach, last night y'all fell behind 14-0 right off the bat. Talk about the resiliency of your kids to keep playing, even being down 2 scores just like that.
Well, when it happened, I saw everybody looking at me, so I knew to make sure that, I have confidence on my face, and they took their cue from that.
Oh, no doubt about it. Coach, you have a guy on your team, and I had to coach against him for a few years, and Zay Lyles, just tell us what he means to your football team.
Well, I just, as a joke, I call him Mr. Talladega.
He's pretty doggone good, Coach.
Yes, sir. He's a quarterback. He's a backup running back, long snapper, punter, cornerback, and safety.
Yeah, I mean, he does a lot of everything.
He is Mr. Talladega.
Sometimes I think he goes in and goes up and sells popcorn and stuff at halftime as well, Coach. He does a little bit of everything for your football team. But Coach, what's the rest of the schedule look like for the Talladega Tigers?
Bullock County, Hanley, and Tallahassee.
So you got 3 tough games left, but like I said, your team looks like they're improving week after week.
That's our goal, man. Brick by brick, we're stacking them, and we believe we can win, play with anyone.
No doubt about it, Coach. We appreciate you. You got anything to ask, Coach?
I'm just, Coach, you got 2 guys here that are pulling for you. We follow the program really close. Know a lot of guys that are involved in the program and involved in following you guys and promoting you guys, and just proud of the job you're doing, Coach. Keep your head up and keep pushing forward. Hey, brick by brick, baby.
Absolutely, man. Glory to God for that, man. He gave me the brick by brick, and that's what we're doing, man. My program is about manhood disguised as football.
No doubt about it, man. We appreciate you. Good luck the rest of the way, Coach. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back in touch, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir. Thanks for the invite.
No problem, Coach.
Go Tigers.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to go to a break. We'll be right back. Remember, the number to call, 256-238-1450. We'll have some more updated scores. Thank you for tuning in to the Fifth Quarter Scoreboard Show.
Since Penguins Bar and Grill. Come down for our amazing bar, stocked with everything you could want, and our amazing food, ranging from whole pizzas all the way to oysters. Our food is cooked fresh and brought to you with amazing service. For the best food and drinks, come to Penguins Bar and Grill.
Hey guys, I'm Cameron Minton with Minton Home Center. Minton Home Center has been in business for over 40 years. We are a family-owned and operated manufactured home dealership. We offer affordable housing for our customers as well as a multitude of different financing options to help our customers get into a new home. When you come to Minton Home Center and you start looking around our lot, the first thing you will notice is that we have the most competitive prices in the industry.
Hey, this is Jason at Reeves Insurance. Just want to say a quick thank you to all of our customers for your support over the years. We now have offices in Anniston, Alexandria, and Oxford in order to serve you better. So stop in and see me or any of our experienced staff and let us shop for you to find you the best price and the best coverage available. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to Classic 13. How can I help you? I was thinking about getting a tattoo. Do I need to make an appointment? No, we take walk-ins every day. Let's find someone to help you. Follow me. Hey, if you'll have a seat right here. Thank you.
Come down to Classic 13, where good tattoos aren't cheap and cheap tattoos ain't good.
Hello, my name is Bob Couch, and I'm the owner of Couch's Jewelers. We are your destination for engagement rings, wedding bands, and anniversary and birthday gifts. We offer a wide selection of the best value diamond jewelry and engagement rings. We even gift wrap every purchase for free. And if you have some jewelry that is broken, no worries. Expert jewelry service is offered in-house. At Couch's Jewelers, our customer service is unmatched. If you'd like a special jewelry item created just for you, please come to see us.
And Anniston Auto Trim and Glass Body Shop. I don't know why that gets me every time.
Gets you every time.
I guess because they've had to do so much work for me on my car and help me get it right. It's hard. But if you want stuff done the right way, go see Anniston Auto Trim and Glass Body Shop. If you want a nice car, go see by Elite Auto Sales. They got some of the best rides around. If you want your teeth done right, go see Oxford Dental Care. I keep pointing at you.
Keep looking at me.
All right, and then if you want to have somebody care for you in one of the most difficult times in your life, make sure you go see Mark Box and the Anniston Memorial Funeral Home.
Mr. Box.
All right, here we go. Some finals. Randolph County is defeated tonight by Glenwood 68-40. Gadsden City over Lee of Huntsville 55-0. Weaver over Glencoe 42-20. JB Pennington over Sachs 42-14. Jacksonville in a huge win tonight in the game that you heard right here on 95.1 The Mountain. They defeat Springville tonight 44-14. I can't talk tonight. Cherokee County defeats Anniston tonight 14-0. Alexandria defeats previously unbeaten Hoax Bluff tonight 28-27 in a massive showdown in Death Valley. Going to the next score, White Plains with a huge road win tonight over Asheville 24-20. Huge win for Coach Blake Jennings and his program at White Plains, stacking wins back to back. Got a legit chance to win 3 in a row next week if they can take care of business against Aniana. Oxford defeats Pell City 27-0. Go ahead.
Got a final on the Leeds St. Clair County score. Leeds 56, St. Clair County Saints 42. That game was back and forth. That surprised me a little bit, but St. Clair County has surprised me this year. I mean, we've talked about them every week. Leeds 56, St. Clair County 42.
Leeds 56, St. Clair County 42. That's a lot of points scored against a really, really good Leeds football team and a really, really good Leeds defense. Still waiting on a final from Moody in Center Point, still 36-12 listed at the fourth quarter. As soon as we have an updated final on that one, we will let you know there. Piedmont all over Locust Fort tonight, 61-14. Westbrook Christian defeats Ohatchee tonight, 48-27. Southside with a huge road win over Mae Jemison tonight, 27-6. Huge win for Coach Ben Stewart and the Southside Panthers tonight. One of the biggest wins, I know I said about Alexandria, but when you look at Ragland defeating Valley Head tonight, 20-7, that's a massive win for Coach. All right, welcome. We got a phone call. Welcome to the fifth quarter. Who's calling?
This is Coach Peavy, Etowah High School.
Coach Peavy with the Etowah Blue Devils. Coach, just tell us about your big win tonight over Aniana.
Yeah, we it was a huge win for our program. Anytime you can beat Aniana at anything. I mean, they're a great tradition. They went into the year as the winningest program in the state. So it was a huge win for us, and at home, and we needed it to keep our playoff hopes alive. And we started the game. Lamont Richardson had an opening kickoff for a touchdown, and then our kids just kind of rallied around that and kept it rolling for. For the first quarter, I think we scored 21 points, and then we went up 28-0 at halftime. And, it's good because we got to play some of our young kids at the end, and, our old kids got to enjoy.
Yeah, Coach, that's huge.
Standing on the sideline and celebrating.
Yeah, you talk about that. That's huge because in the region that you're in, and I'm fully aware of that region, there's not a whole lot of games where those young kids get an opportunity to get in the ball game and get some playing time. And each win that you can get in that region is a huge win. So, Coach, who are some guys that stands out to you, like as far as the stat sheet, or guys that have made impact on the game?
Defensively, I thought we've struggled a lot this year defensively, and I thought our groups has really gotten better week in and week out. And Cito Williams plays defensive end for us, and he had a great night. And then Jalen Greer, another guy that is a two-way player for us, and he's been a workhorse. And then our linebacker core with Bradley Plager and Kenneth Boley and Bryson Henry just played fantastic for us tonight, and they really did a great job stopping the run for us. And then our guys on the back end really shut things down. We gave up one deep ball. So of course Jameson's system he's our workhorse and does a great job. And I think he ran for I didn't see the stats, but I think he ran for 3 and then threw 3. So he had a big night for us for sure.
Yes.
And Zayden Knight caught a touchdown pass. What's his name? Cash Hayes caught a touchdown pass. And so those guys played really well.
Yes, sir. Before I let you go, I know Bo does your coach's show every single week, and behind y'all there's a sign that says G3. Can you just tell us what that sign means?
Yeah, I've actually stole that from Ryan Herron when I was coaching at Oxford, and it's give God glory. And it's no matter what you do, no matter if you're winning or losing or, so we try to make that our logo, and we got it on some shirts, and we got some wristbands that have that on it. It's just be grateful for whatever's going on that we're here and getting to play football, and it's such a blessing.
Yes, sir, no doubt. Well, I appreciate you tuning in with us tonight. Coach, go enjoy this win, and good luck to y'all the rest of the way.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
All right, Coach, have a good one.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Bye.
All right, let me run through these scores that we got real quick, and then I'm going to give you an opportunity to tell us the scores that we don't have. I've got a good number of them now, though, so I'm going to go through it. On Thursday night, Talladega beats Montford 28-14. Beulah beats B.B. Comer by a score of 43-40. Lochapoka beats Central Coosa 58-14. Donahoe beats Fayetteville by a score of 33-14. Spring Garden tonight, Friday night scores 46-21. Spring Garden over Appalachian. Ragland beats Valley Head, and probably one of the shockers of the night, 2-3 Ragland rolling Raglan in here tonight versus 5-1 Valley Head. Raglan is victorious tonight, 20-7 over Valley Head. Winterboro in a 4-1 matchup at Victory Christian, who was 3-1 coming into the ball game. Winterboro wins big, 46-14. Wadley beats Woodland by a score of 49-14. Pleasant Valley beats Cedar Bluff by a score of 20-19. Coosa Christian beats Cleveland by a score of 43-0. Pisgah beats Sandrock by a score of 40-20. Horseshoe Bend beats Ranburne by a score of 42-27. Geraldine beats Collinsville by a score of 41-27. Weaver beats Glencoe by a score of 42-20. Piedmont beats Locust Fort by a score of 61-14. You heard that right. That is not a misprint. 5-0 Piedmont coming into the game defeats Locust Fort, who came in unbeaten as well, by a score of 61-14 tonight at the Field of Champions. Westbrook Christian in the TV24 game of the week beats Ohatchee at Jack Osborne Stadium by a score of 48-27. Still, JB Pennington beat Sachs. I'm still looking for the score there. I know the final is over, and JB Pennington was victorious to move to 5-2 on the year. I will update you on that score as soon as I get it. Buckethead said he's going to get on that. Fife is back in the win column this week over a really good Sylvania team, 49-17. Cherokee County and Anniston in a defensive struggle. Cherokee County beats Anniston by a score of 14-0.
JB Pennington won the game 42-14 over the Sachs Wildcats. 42-14. JB Pennington won that game over Sachs.
42-14. You heard it there. A Buckethead update. Alexandria 28, Hoax Bluff 27. Etowah beats Aniana. You just heard from head coach Scott Peavy for the Etowah Blue Devils as they moved to 2-4 on the year. They beat Aniana by a score of 42-6 tonight. Still looking for a final in that Tallahassee-Cleburne County game. Do you have that?
No, that's why I'm looking. I've got actually on my board, I've got 3 scores. I need the Center Point Moody game, Tallahassee, Cleburne County, and West End and Cold Springs. That would clear my board if I could get them 3 scores. If you got them scores, call in and let us know. Coach, give them the number.
256-238-1450. That is the number. And on cue, we have a phone call. Welcome to the 5th quarter. Who's calling?
Billy McFry. How you guys?
What's going on?
Doing?
What game were you at tonight?
Field of Champions.
You were at the Field of Champions. Tell us a little bit about that 61-14 win for the Piedmont Bulldogs.
Oh, Riley Pinto started it off with an 80-yard punt return. Bulldogs dominated, really.
Yeah, I mean, it was domination from start to finish. I really can't believe that. I saw a post where you were headed to the racetrack all weekend. I really can't believe you were at a high school football game tonight.
Yeah, I get around a little bit.
That is the Blue Mountain Bandit you're talking to. He can do what he wants to do.
Yeah, he can do what he wants to, and you know he's still going to support high school football even in race weekend.
A big win for the Valley Cubs tonight.
Big win.
Huge win.
I mean, unbelievable comeback. They were down by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and won that football game.
And then I seen where White Plains got a win. Is that right, 24-20?
White Plains did beat Asheville 24-20. Another shocker of the night, Raglan beats Valley Head. Valley Head came to that ball game 5-1, and Blue Mountain Bandit, the Raglan Purple Devils, beat them 20-7 tonight.
Wow, big win right there too.
That was a huge win, no doubt.
All right,
about it.
I'll hang up. Listen to you guys.
We appreciate you. Thanks for the call. Have a good weekend. Be safe.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. You just heard it right then. White Plains victorious to move to 3-3 on the year. 24-20 over Asheville. Boaz to get to 4-2. They defeat Sardis by a score 35-14.
I want to go back to that White Plains game, and they're doing this without their number 1 running back.
Yeah, they're doing it without P.J. Holloway. They're also doing it without one of their better defensive players.
That's right.
And Dalton Luker. Who had surgery. So just it shows you the resiliency and the toughness that Blake Jennings is instilling out there. I mean,
I agree.
And so big things happening there. And like I said, they got a for real chance to move above 500 next week and be 4-3 if they can beat Aniana. Now you got to play the game, and Aniana's not going to roll over. We've seen them do that earlier in the year. We've seen them come out with their backs against the wall against Susan Moore and win big. They're not just going to roll over, but it's definitely a game that White Plains can play.
I would like to know, when was the last time this late in the season White Plains was above 500?
I can tell you it wasn't in the last coach's tenure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's been a while. This late in the year.
I was the last coach.
This late in the year, I would like to know because we're talking about week 7 next week, because we have a week 0. Week 7 next week, this late, have an opportunity to be over 500. That's a big deal for White Plains.
We're talking about week 8 next week.
Week 0.
Yeah, White Plains has already had their off week. I don't know. I'm not real good at math. I didn't go to school to
say.
You went to Mumford. I don't want to hear it.
This is week 7. Next week will be week 7. This is week 6 because we have.
You're right.
Week 0.
You're right. We have.
I don't know why we have week 0. Let's just call it 1 have 11 weeks. Can we do that?
You're right. It is confusing. It is confusing. Central Clay County beats, and I don't know. I can't remember the final, but they did beat Elmore County, and I think the final was 29-7 in that one. Arab beats Douglas tonight, 42-7. Like I said, if you hadn't seen the viral video, go to Average Joe's, click on it, and look at the average video. The head button of a helmet 3 times by the head coach Kyle Roughton today at their pet rally. Jacksonville with a huge win. We talked about it already. A must-win game for Jacksonville tonight, and they beat Springville by a score of 44-14. Welcome to the 5th quarter. Who's calling?
Hey guys, it's Chris. Called you guys last week from California.
I hear you, man. Hey, thanks for listening again all the way out from California.
Not a good week for you. Wow.
But he's from Raglan.
I know it. Go ahead.
Buckethead, I think I got a score for you.
He's got a score for you.
What you got?
Tallahassee 35, Cleveland County 7.
I like it.
35-7. Look at that. All the way. Listen, y'all. Do not make excuses. All the way from California, and we get a score update on the Tallahassee Cleveland County game.
For you.
35-7.
35-7. Go ahead. What you got?
Cold Springs 26, West End 12.
Cold Springs 26, West End 12. You heard it from Chris, originally from our area, living in California right now. Man, how's the week treated you?
Man, it's been hot out here.
It's still hot here too.
It's still warm here too.
Any other scores?
I'm looking for Gadsden and Section, which I think I have it. I just hadn't wrote it in.
The Moody Center Point game is the last score of the night that I'm looking for on my board.
I know Moody won. I
know they won. I just hadn't seen a final. 36-12 is the last score I've seen.
I think that was the final score.
I'm going to wait, and since we're thinking, I'm going to wait and make sure somebody confirms that before we put it out. How about that?
Now, Chris, you told me you were from Sax, but you originally were from Raglan last week. Is that correct, or have I lost my mind?
I graduated from Sax in 2001.
Okay.
Wife and I currently live in Raglan.
Okay, Raglan with a huge win tonight. Did you hear about that?
Yes, I actually was keeping updates on that, and they won 20-7. But the game I watched tonight all the way from out here was Oxford and Pell City.
Did you watch that on the 08 Jackets media page on YouTube?
No, they actually had it on the Pell City.
Okay.
Pell City was here. Okay.
What did you think about that game?
If Oxford wants to win that region, they better step it up in the next 2 weeks.
I agree. I thought
was not coming to play.
I thought tonight was not their best performance on offense. Pell City wasn't going to score any points, but offense was sluggish early.
But to only be up 7-0 at halftime.
Yeah, and hey, I don't want to take anything away from Pell City. I know they get up for that game. That's their Iron Bowl. That's their Auburn, Alabama game. So I'm not going to take anything away from Pell City. That maybe they may have had a lot to do with that.
2 more things, and I'll hang up. One, do you have an Auburn and a Central Phoenix City score?
Let me look at that real quick. I know the last I saw Auburn was up, but I don't know the actual final.
And 2,
the final, Auburn won 38-33. Auburn won over Central Phoenix City 38-33, and we're talking about 7A football. So that's a big game in 7A.
Number 1 versus number 2.
Yeah, 1 versus 2. So Auburn won 38-33.
All right, and how about them Piedmont Bulldogs?
Piedmont dominated, no doubt about it.
Piedmont's not playing.
Piedmont's not playing this year. They're back.
Have a good night.
You too. We appreciate
Thanks for calling. Appreciate you.
We got another call.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to the fifth quarter. Who's calling?
This is Coach Tidwell at Raglan.
Coach Tidwell with Raglan. Coach, I appreciate you calling. Thanks.
Massive win, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Coach, I've been around you. Like, I know how you carry yourself. Just tell us about the difference between your team the last few weeks. Like, Tim from Raglan called in earlier, and he was excited about what the team looks like. Just tell us what the difference has been.
Oh, Tim, he's always excited.
I like him, though. I like him. You got to like him, Coach.
Love the guy. But one of the biggest difference, I told our kids the fumbles and stuff like that, the bad snaps that we were losing early on, we're not doing that now. Valley Head hurt themselves tonight a couple times on a couple snaps, and our kids were able to take advantage of it. So I was very proud to get out. Anytime you play them, it's going to be a battle. So it's good to get out there with a win.
No, that's a physical ball game anytime you play them. You're exactly right, Coach. Coach, we've talked about it all year, and with the rumors going around, like, it kind of put y'all back against the 8-ball a little bit. How did you keep your guys together and still playing together and still playing as hard as they're playing?
Yeah, it was real sketchy there for a while, but the kids have done a great job of kind of just buying into let's do what we can do and try to make the best of it we can. And we got the potential to be a pretty decent football team. So, if we keep getting better, we'll make a little noise.
Coach, if you can, I don't know if you've got the stats. You probably don't have the stats on you. Can you tell us about who played well for you tonight?
Well, when you play Valley Head, your D-line are pretty much like the goat they tie up in Jurassic Park. Kind of just they gotta make piles, and they did a great job of that tonight on defense. Our little running back Aaron Lee had a good night again. He probably went for well over 100. I don't have the stats, but also Antoine Byers stepped up and made a couple really big throws. Ethan Everett made a couple really good catches. Takorian Souls plays well pretty much every week. So Luke Brewer and Grayson Hay in the middle on the offense and defensive offensive line, and the two inside backers both played well. So it was a team thing, team effort. So great win.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you calling in. Enjoy this win. Hey, I think
Coach, I want to just say now when I talk about your defense, I'm calling it the GOAT. The defense is the GOAT.
Yeah,
I mean, they can't take that away from you because they don't know what me and you talking about there.
That's right. That's right. They had to do something wasn't fun, but they did it, and it was a great job.
I like it.
No doubt about it. And that's what good football teams do. Is people do if you can find people to do the dirty work, you can have a really good season. And Coach, congratulations, Coach, on obviously the vast improvement, Coach. But congratulations on the year that y'all are working towards, Coach. And good luck the rest of the way. Keep playing, and Coach, we appreciate you calling us.
Yeah, man, I appreciate what you guys do. Thanks for calling.
All right, no problem. Hey, have a good night, and we appreciate you. Enjoy this win, Coach.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Hey, we're going to go to a break. We are right at 10:34. We still got about 25 minutes left in the show. We'll be right back after this break. Remember the number to call, 256-238-1450. We want to hear from you. We'll be right back on the fifth quarter.
What can you buy for $10? A hat? A milkshake? 166 channels plus live sports? That's right. For only $10, you can get 166 channels of classic TV shows and movies, including the latest news update from all around the world and local sports. Just simply go to 24ctn.com and click download. And then for only $10, you can have access to the best TV available.
I want to live. The leading cause of death of young Americans like me is gun violence, and oftentimes tied to substance misuse. NBA, NFL, NCAA, most of you look like me, and our communities need you now more than ever. Let's make I Want to Live more than just a hashtag. Let's make it a movement. I am a baller against bullets.
At Southern States Bank, we pride ourselves on being your bank. We're your neighbors and involved in the community. We're the bank featuring the Southern Rewards checking account, a cashback account with no ATM fees. We are on the cutting edge and always have a smiling face to help you out. So come to Southern States Bank, where we are committed to great service and being a great neighbor. Let us be the bank for you and your business.
Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
Look, have you ever had a bank give you money for anything? Family Savings actually pays me for keeping my money at their credit union. I earn interest of 3% APY on my checking account and 1.5% APY on my savings. Just for what I was already doing at my old bank. I even get up to $20 per month in ATM fee returns. It's kind of nice to get paid for just using my checking account.
Open an Engage account at Family Savings Credit Union and get rewarded. Family Savings, your best financial friend.
I am a dreamer who will make a difference in this world.
I'm flying to a future of great promise and change.
I am a mentor committed to helping my students transform their lives.
I'm a hard worker striving to build a better Alabama.
I am a go-getter with ambition and drive.
I am a Gadsden State Cardinal.
Watch me.
Watch me.
Watch me fly.
At Alexandria Brake and Muffler, we strive to perform exceptional service using premium quality parts to ensure your vehicle withstands the test of time. We do all automotive maintenance and repairs consisting of AC service, check engine light diagnostics, brakes, coolant, and exhaust. Give us a call today. Proudly serving our community to provide honest, high-quality service and repair at a fair price.
Ready to roll. But before we do that, I want to talk about something that's a lot more important than football. And I know in the South, football is king, and we make a big deal out of football, and it is fun, and we have a great time covering it. The kids have a great time playing it. The parents, the coaches, everybody. It is a great. But people's lives are a lot more important than football, and we're talking about the people that were affected last week by Hurricane Helene, and then you even move up into North Carolina and Tennessee, and people are struggling right now. People lost everything.
I mean, everything. And that's devastating for you to live that far inland like North Carolina. And I don't want to leave anybody out. So I'm just going to say the Southeast that's struggling through that right now. They've lost everything. And we're all celebrating victories and crying about losses. But, you know, that's a much bigger thing than this game.
Yeah, and you know, the reason I bring up North Carolina is because there's actually 2 Oxford guys that are serving in North Carolina, and that is Justin Alexander and Taylor Alexander, who work at a local church in that area. And just to hear the stories of what people are like, they're having to airlift people out of there, and it's like they can't take anything with them. They have no clothes, no anything. They have absolutely nothing. So if you can do anything to help in that cause, there's plenty of different ways that you can find on Facebook or whatever to help with that cause.
Well, I know you're not going to say it, but your church, the one you pastor at, Plum Spring Baptist Church, is doing something for that as well.
Yeah, and there's a lot more people in this area that are doing a lot of good things for that. We've been hit hard by natural disasters. You look at Jacksonville and you look at Ohatchee a couple of years ago, and you saw the outpour of people that helped our area. It's time to pay it forward. And you don't ever want anybody, you don't want to have to depend on people to do things. You don't want to have to depend on anything other than the people have to step up, and we've got to make sure we take care of people.
And, you know, most small towns in our area live and die with their football team. That's just the way it is in the South. And so you think about this. Some small towns in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee are completely gone now.
They're not playing a football game this week.
Yeah, their towns are gone.
Yeah.
So I mean, just put things in perspective. I'm glad you brought that up, Coach. And we're praying for everybody. You know.
Thoughts and prayers definitely with everybody, and we definitely want to keep them and continue to pray for them, and not just pray for them, but do stuff to help them get through this difficult time. Let's go back to the scores. Talladega 28-14 over Mumford last night. Beulah beats BB Comer on a Thursday night game 43-40. Lochapoka beats Central Coosa by a score of 58-14. My bad. Donahoe beats Fayetteville last night 33-14. We heard from Coach Bill Smith earlier. We had a lot of coaches call in tonight. Some really good conversations with those guys.
Absolutely.
Spring Garden stays unbeaten on the year. They moved to 7-0 with a 46-21 win over Appalachian. Raglan, we talked to Coach Tidwell earlier, huge win. We moved to 3-3 on the year over a previously coming into the game 5-1 Valley Head team. They win 20-7 tonight. Winterboro beats Victory Christian in a really big region matchup 46-14. Wadley beats Woodland tonight 49-14 to stay unbeaten. Pleasant Valley beats Cedar Bluff tonight 20-19 in a really good ball game that Pleasant Valley trailed for a lot of the ball game. Central Coosa Christian tonight beats Cleveland by a score 43-0. Cold Springs beat West End tonight by a score 26-12. I think that's the first time we've actually given that score, so that is a score update. Gadsden beats Section by a score of 42-28. Pisgah beats Sandrock by a score of 40-20. Horseshoe Bend beats Ranburne by a score of 42-27. Geraldine beats Collinsville tonight by a score of 41-27. Weaver beats Glencoe tonight by a score of 42-20 to get their first win in the 2024 football season. Piedmont was all over Locust Fort in the battle of unbeatens in that Class 3A Region 6, 61-14 tonight at the Field of Champions. Westbrook Christian, it was a close ball game. They stretched out their lead late to get to 4-2 on the year. They beat Ohatchee tonight by a score of 48-27. J.B. Pennington beat Sachs tonight by a score of 42-14. Fife gets back in the win column tonight against a really good Sylvania team that's now 4-2 on the year. So Fife all over them 49-17. Cherokee County beats Anniston tonight in a big 4A Region 6 matchup 14-0 at Cherokee County at Bobby Joe Johnson Field. Bullitt County falls to Handley tonight. The Handley Tigers moved to 5-2 on the year with a 38-21 victory there. Etowah, the next score, Etowah does defeat Aniana by a score of 42-6 to move to 2-4. Alexandria, and probably the upset of the night, beats Hoax Bluff, previously unbeaten Hoax Bluff, 28-27. The bad thing about it is, I'm just going to be real with y'all and tell you what's been going on in the newsroom, in the studio. Buckethead was keeping up with that game, and when it became 27-14, he turned it off and went to the White Plains. There was a bunch of really good games in our area. Hate you turned that off.
I turned it off too, but hey, they may tell me to turn it off next week and the week after that.
Don't watch us again.
But I will say this, on that score, unbelievable comeback for them in the fourth quarter. That's the thing I want to say. That happened in the fourth quarter. Their game was running fast, just like Jacksonville's game was. But I want to say this. We were all painting a picture of Hoax Bluff, Cherokee County, 1-2, going to be for all the marbles, both of them. Well, Cherokee County lost early to Piedmont. We understandably know why, because Piedmont is the real deal. But them two in the area were going to be undefeated going in, and Alexander had other plans.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Cleveland County falls to Tallahassee tonight by a score of 35-7. Boaz beats Sardis tonight by a score of 35-14. I know Coach Jeremy Sullivan has to be excited about Boaz getting back in the win column and moving to 4-2 on the season. Central Clay County stays undefeated. They moved to 7-0 with a 29-7 win over Elmore County tonight. Arab beats Douglas tonight by a score of 42-7. Very, very, very quietly, Arab has moved to 5-2 on the year. Coach Kyle Roughton took over in a tough situation, and he has done an outstanding job at Arab so far. Jacksonville, we talked about this game a lot. You heard it right here on 95.1 The Mountain. A huge night for the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. Like, this could have been their season had two ways to go, up or down. If they lose this ball game, they pretty much sealed their fate. They have 3 games in a row that they've got to take care of business, and they start out really good in that with a big 44-14 win tonight.
It was a huge game, a huge night for Grady too. because he had to get home early because he's got to be back down at the track tomorrow.
Well, not only that, but I mean, we talk about that. We hadn't started our show on time all year.
Yeah, I agree.
And so Grady and Cordell finally got the game moving. And hey, listen, they wanted to get over as quick as possible tonight. They started out the game complaining about the coin toss taking too long.
Yeah, you're right. Kick the ball. So congratulations to Grady and Cordell for getting the game over on time. And actually,
we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Doesn't get us home any earlier, but it gets you guys home early.
We don't know the final still in the Moody Center Point game. We know Moody won the ball game. It was 36-12 in the last update we saw, but we don't have a final on that. So if you have a final on that, please let us know there. Scottsboro beats Brewer, and Gunnersville beats Grissom. Scottsboro won by a score of 40-7. Gunnersville won by a score of 56-13. That sets up one of the biggest matchups in Class 5A and across the state next week. Scottsboro travels to Gunnersville. That's going to be a ball game. That's going to be Scottsboro. Look, Scottsboro can score points, but in Coach Tyler Van's interview, he talked about, like, we got to get to the point where we inflict our will on people. They played Central Clay County last week, and they talked about how Central Clay County kind of they force their will on you. They take the game away from you. They're more physical than you. He's like, we've got to do that.
I know you were getting very excited about that game, but I'm glad you brought Central Clay County into that mix, because I don't want you to ever talk about 5A football and forget about Central Clay County.
We know how good Central Clay County is, and I believe that game with Gunnersville and Scottsboro is going to be a really good ball game. That's probably going to decide that region. But that is a good ball game. We saw how good of a team Scottsboro is. They were right there in the ball game with Central Clay County the entire ball game last week. Ended up losing 35-21. I think that's going to be a really, really good ball game next week. We saw Gunnersville almost fall to Arab already, won the ball game on a last-second field goal. That's going to be a really good ball game. I know you think Father knows best, but I'm telling you, Son is calling that's going to be a really good ball game.
I think it's going to be a good game. We'll see. We'll see. You made me drink Kool-Aid, the Kool-Aid this week on 2 games. I picked one in Buckethead's bucket list, and the game I picked was actually a great game. The 2 games that I drank the Kool-Aid on with you guys got me.
Vinemont beat Hanceville tonight by a score of 56-30. Let me finish these scores real quick, and we are going to go to break. Valley beats Sylacauga 26-7. Fort Payne beats Buckhorn tonight by a score of 42-7. Gadsden City all over Lee of Huntsville tonight, 55-0. Clay Chalkville beats Mountain Brook tonight by a score of 21-14. Oxford beats Pell City tonight to move to 7-0 by a score of 27-0. Southside beats May Jemison tonight at May Jemison 27-6. And like I said, Garnesville beats Grissom by a score of 56-13. Leeds beats St. Clair County 56-42. And Auburn, in a matchup of 1 versus 2 in Class 7A, they beat Central Phoenix City tonight 38-33. We're going to go to break. We got about 12 minutes left in the show. We're going to go to break, take a visit with our sponsors, and then we'll be right back on the last section of the 5th quarter.
Come out and check out the Alabama Tractor Difference. We can take care of all your needs of parts, sales, and service for RTVs, zero turns, and tractors and construction equipment. See us here in Lincoln at 620 Speedway Industrial Drive. Or come visit us here in Asheville at 275 6th Avenue, or give us a call at 205-594-7000.
Discover a world of cool at Cosmic Debris in downtown Gadsden. Whether you're searching for smoking accessories, funky t-shirts, or hippie clothing, we've got it all. Explore our unique jewelry, immerse yourself in the scents of our incense, and dive into our collection of new and used vinyl, CDs, and DVDs. From the groovy to the eclectic, Cosmic Debris has everything funky and cool. Visit us today and step into a world of cool at Cosmic Debris.
Serving Calhoun County and the state of Alabama since 1994. Locally owned and operated, offering some of the most competitive interest rates in the mortgage industry, along with a wide variety of mortgage products. We are with you throughout the home buying process, offering you service before and after the close. Fast, reliable, local.
And you remember, if you need a home loan, call my daddy.
Discover why Hungry Hut Barbecue has been Etowah County's go-to for mouth-watering barbecue for 40 years. If you're not in the mood for barbecue, try our very popular chicken finger plate with fried green tomatoes of our famous fried pickles. And don't forget about our drive-thru. Come down to Hungry Hut's Barbecue today.
Is welcome. They also do bodywork, upholstery, convertible tops, vinyl tops, computerized frame alignment, power windows, complete auto interior service, windshields, and auto glass installed, as well as towing service available. That's Anniston Auto Trim Glass and Body Shop, located at 316 Greenbrier Deer Road in Anniston. Call 256-237-8521.
Don't feel like cooking? Let Western Sizzlin' in Oxford on Hamrick Drive cook for you. Come and enjoy all your favorites on our all-you-can-eat buffet. Weekdays from 10:30 to 4. Enjoy our $10.29 lunch buffet. For those afternoon dinners at 4 p.m., enjoy your favorites like chopped sirloin, select carved meats, shrimp, home-style chicken and dumplings, or meatloaf for $13.99. On weekends, breakfast buffet starting at 7 a.m. for $10.49. And Sunday buffet beginning at 10:30 for $13.99. Western Sizzlin', come and enjoy it.
What is great internet? Is it strong? Is it fast? Is it reliable? At Sparklight, we know the best connections are always there right when you need them. And now you can get great 300 meg internet with unlimited data for $34.95 a month for 12 months. Equipment included. Call 888-998-8630 or visit sparklight.com/savings. Sparklight, always working for you. Enrollment in autopay and paperless billing required for promotional rate. Regular rate of $60 per month is subject to change at any time. Restrictions apply.
Welcome back to the Fifth Quarter Scoreboard Show. The Fifth Quarter Scoreboard Show is presented by Oxford Dental Care, Elite Auto Sales, Anniston Memorial Funeral Home, and Anniston Auto Trim and Glass Body Shop.
I'm so proud of you.
Got to get them right. Got to get them right. We can't do the show without them. And I've been struggling all night long. In Class 7A, I'm going to go through some top games in Class 7A tonight. The Auburn Tigers defeat Central Phoenix City Red Devils by a score of 38-33 in a matchup 1 versus 2. Thompson beats Hewitt-Trussville tonight by a score of 15-10. The Hoover Buccaneers beat Oak Mountain tonight by a score of 28-10. And the Austin Black Bears beat Huntsville tonight by a score of 38-13.
And 6A scores. Gadsden City, we've talked about that. A big win, 55. This is all top 10 scores. 55-0 over Lee of Huntsville. Oxford Yellow Jackets, 27-0 over Pell City. Big win for Clay Chalkwell over Mountain Brook, 21-14. Saraland, the number one team in 6A, beat Baldwin County 55-7. Spain Park beat Pelham 42-7. Parker, the Thundering Herd, love that coach. He does a great job. 56-0 over Jackson Olin. Athens beat Muscle Shoals beat Athens 56-42. Hartselle in a close one with Coleman 10-7. Big game for Hartselle. They always play. It don't matter what they're playing. And then you had Homewood over Gardendale 23-7.
In Class 5A, Moody defeats Center Point. Last score we saw 36-12. Central Clay County beats Elmore County by a score 29-7. Leeds beats St. Clair County tonight in a absolute shootout, 56-42. Garnetsville beats Grissom tonight by a score of 51-14. Scottsboro beats Brewer tonight by a score of 40-7. Montgomery Catholic all over Carroll tonight, 65-0. Viger all over Alberta tonight by a score of 40-0. Fairview and Russellville in a really, really good football game where the two teams can almost combine for 100 points scored. Fairview holds on to win that game by a score of 50-49, and Briarwood defeats Corner tonight 31-6. Briarwood has figured something out the last couple of weeks.
They have. 4A top 10. You heard it from us. We've talked about it all night. The Hoax Bluff Eagles go down to Alexander 28-27. Cherokee County defeats Anniston 14-0. Jackson, the number one team in 4A, 55-16 over St. Michael's, which is a great football team. That's a big win for the Jackson Aggies. I'm going to tell you, nobody wants to play the Jackson Aggies right now. Pleasant Grove, we talked about them. We had Coach on last week. big win, 41-7 over American Christian. West Morgan, 69-6 over East Lawrence. Sorry, my thing just clicked. Booker T. Washington went down tonight to St. James, 32-28. That's a big win for St. James.
St. James is playing well.
Opp gets beat by Dale County tonight. Opp, that's an upset, 28-12 by Dale County. Bibb County, 33, West Blockton, 21. And the Central Wildcats moved into the top 10 this week, and they go right back out because Dessler beat them 21-14.
Hey, if you don't speed up, we're not going to have time for the Team of the Week segment.
Go ahead.
All right, Piedmont beats Locust Fort tonight, 61-14 in Class 3A. Geraldine beats Collinsville 41-27. Fife beats Sylvania 49-17. T.R. Miller all over Cottage Hill 48-7. Thomasville beats Thorsby tonight 50-18. Gordo beats Oakman tonight by a score of 32-27. Montgomery Academy beats Trinity tonight 28-27.
Wow.
Winfield beats Carbon Hill tonight 41-6.
2A top 10. We already talked about Coosa Christian 43 all over Cleveland, nothing. Pisgah beats Sandrock 40-20. Highland Home 61. Isabella 0. Cottonwood 52. Geneva County 20. Tuscaloosa Academy 35, Vincent 21. That's a big win. Reeltown 40, Lynette 0. Winston County Yellow Jackets 32, Lexington 6. Decatur Heritage Christian beat Faultville in a close one 16-13.
All right, looking at Class 1A, Spring Garden beats Appalachian by a score of 46-21. Wadley beats Woodland by a score of 49-14. Leroy beats Marengo by a score of 38-8. Maplesville beats Otagoville by a score of 34-0. Elba beats Red Level tonight 46-6. Brantley beats Georgiana tonight 16-12. Sweetwater beats JF Shields tonight by a score of 45-12, and Lynn beats Barry tonight by a score of 28-26.
Wow.
So a lot of good football games, some football games that we thought were going to be closer, not as close as we thought they were going to be, but overall a fun night of high school football.
Yes, let's get the game of the week for Woody.
Team of the week.
Team of the week for Woody shuts us down. I've got two nominees myself, Ragland and Alexander. We're going to have to talk about them, but both of them deserve it.
Yeah, and I've got the way that Piedmont showed up and played tonight. I think they've got to be another team that we talk about as well. In that, I think they have to be a team that we look at. And then also the way Winterboro played against Victory Christian. So I think we're probably down between Piedmont, Winterboro, Ragland, and Alexandria. Tonight,
I'm just going to say Alexander's win was the biggest win of all of them. I'm going with Alexander, Coach.
And I have to agree with you. I think what Todd Ginn and them were able to do in Death Valley tonight makes them the team of the week, taking down a previously undefeated ranked Hoax Bluff team that's a really good football team from top to bottom, and being able to beat them, that was a huge win for Alexandria. So the Alexandria Valley Cubs are the fifth quarter team of the week. Listen, we're running up against our stoppage. We got to be out at 11. I need you to be quick. What's your final thoughts for the night?
Thoughts for the night. Piedmont, unbelievable. Alexandria, unbelievable comeback. White Plains, congratulations on two big stops late in the game to win two back-to-back. Talladega last night beats my Mumford Lions. Congratulations to Coach Dorsey. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and look, next week we got some big matchups set up as well. You know I'm excited about the Gunnersville-Scottsboro game. Listen, it's been a great night. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. Thank you for our sponsors. Thank you for another night of high school football. We appreciate you. This has been the fifth quarter with Buckethead and the coach. We'll see you again next Friday, hopefully at 9:30.
We're 95.1 The Mountain, East Central Alabama's classic station.
At Bentley Prosthetic and Medical Supply, we care about you.